Gloucester Dragons, we did it. We are out of boxes and into our new U4 to U6 program, a program that I'm very, very excited about. In this video, I'll be telling you all about it, what's different from last week, and what's exciting about it as well. So first off, talking to my game leads, my green jerseys. Different from last week, you are going to be showing up and setting up one of the 4 stations shown in this PDF, okay? So have a look at it, be comfortable with all 4. You're going to be setting up one, and you're also going to be running that station for the first half of the practice, so you're not moving, okay? So there's going to be 4 teams showing up. We have 4 game leads, 1 game lead per spot, 1 team per spot, each 5 to 7 minutes. The yellow jersey, the coach lead, is going to blow a whistle, at which point the teams move, but again, the game leaders stay put, and they will run that station for the next group. So this is going to give you a chance to tweak and improve the station as the lesson goes on, and also saves you from having to kind of think on your toes as you would have to if you're teaching all 4 stations. Okay, so you're staying put, and that's what happens. Orleans, I'm told there's a 5th team showing up, so all you're going to do is add a 5th station. Again, each 5 minutes, this rotates here, this rotates that 5th station, which is just going to be run by the coach, so they can do whatever they want with the players' scrimmage if they can't think of anything, and the rotation continues. Perfect. So that's how that is going to work. So I kind of jumped right into it, but basically the new program, what it is it's 4 stations being run, and each of it's based around a weekly theme. This upcoming theme is Middle Ages. Why a theme, Andrew? What's that have to do with soccer? It has everything to do with soccer. So basically, the more you can add a story to anything, the more engaging it's going to be, the more it's going to captivate people, and the more distinct and memorable and also unique each week feels, right? It's one thing to show up each week and kick a ball and enjoy that, but not all kids honestly do. And so a great way to get the ones who do and the ones who maybe are a little reserved, so you're hitting both groups just by adding a story and making passing feel different, because suddenly you're passing, if you don't make it, the rocket ship's gonna crash, you know, something like that. Just adding something so that the kids can either focus on the story or focus on the skill, just depending on where their brain's at, depending on what their skill level's at, right? They get to choose what they want to focus on, and it's a better thing to give them options. So Middle Ages, the 4 themes, we have a joust, which is basically running and shooting into a net. We have Winter is Coming, which I've also heard called Sardines, which I've seen played as well. So it's exactly that. Basically, players dribble, and when you call a charge, Winter comes in, and then you call it off and they run back out. And then finally there's Castle Panic, which is basically taking things from your castle, dribbling it up, passing it across the river, and those players then put it into the opponent's castle. So that's Castle Panic. The last thing is a workout, which is kind of the stretching and fitness stuff we did. Do your best to stay on these topics as much as possible, and there's plenty of information there for you. The last thing I want to point out is that each section has fillers. So you only have each team for 5 minutes, but if for some reason you feel it's dragging, have a look at the fillers, because it's a way to mix it up and to make sure that you're using the 5 minutes the best you can. That's really all there is to it. So once we do this, you'll notice that 4 stations at 5 to 7 minutes is not 45 minutes. So we're doing half this, then the second half is scrimmages. You have 4 teams there, and we're trying to do 3 against 3. And again, we have 10 players, so we might even have 2 games going per team. And they're able to play other teams too, so we can have fun with that sort of rotation as well. So half the stations and second half scrimmage. That's really all there is to it this week. I'm going to keep it short. The one thing I'll say is, yeah, just to circle back, we have a theme. The harder you can hit the theme, the more unique each lesson feels, and the more exciting they become. That's how theme and story works. It's the reason why one rock that I found in the dirt and one rock that I picked up from a sandy beach matter completely different to me versus some moon rock, which might matter to even third parties who don't know too much of the story behind it, right? If I presented you a normal rock and said it was from the moon, suddenly that gives it value. Okay, so it's that simple. Rather than just throwing the kids a soccer ball each week, we're throwing them into the Middle Ages this week, and let's just do our best to call them sirs and ladies. Perfect.